Hello YouTube. I'm going to show you my technique for finding Endermen and collecting as many Ender Pearls as possible. You can see from the clock down in the corner there that it's just about nighttime, so I'm going to go out and see if I can round them up. Now you're going to need some special tools for this. Take a chest. I like to have a bunch of sand, and you need some kind of sword to kill them with. And I prefer to use a looting sword, but not one that has fire aspect, and I'll show you why. It's just going to take a lot less time because you'll get, sometimes you'll get as many as 5 Ender Pearls out of one Enderman. And they're just a lot more likely to drop Ender Pearls, which is nice. I have everything else that you would normally have with you. I've got food, so that when I get hungry I can eat. I have pickaxe, I have some wood, everything that you would take for survival. But really, the only things we want to make sure that we have are the special sword, a box to store it in, a bow and arrow, bow and some arrows. Let's see, do I have arrows? Yes, I do. And, something you can make a pillar out of. I like to use sand because it's really easy to dig it back down again. Basically what I'm going to do is go out and hunt for the Endermen. When I find them, before I actually look at them to attract them, I'm going to pillar jump to get myself into a safe area. Kill any other mobs that might be around, especially like spiders and skeletons, but creepers are not good either. Just because you don't want them to end up killing you while you're trying to battle the Enderman. I've seen several places online where, several videos where people are just going after the Enderman on foot, and that would be all fine and dandy if you weren't using kind of a rare enchanted sword. But I really don't want to lose the sword that I have, and so I try not to get myself into any sort of danger. Now the first thing that you can do is make sure that you are not on peaceful. Ooh, hello. One of the sort of things that you can do is build a safe area like this one. And I like this. This is very nice. We've got a pillar here. I actually saw this online. Let's get rid of him. I like this pillar idea because none of the other types of mobs are going to spawn right around you because of the light. And then sometimes I'll put the chest right here, and I'll put my expensive or rare swords in there, and then I'll wait to see an Enderman. And of course the problem with this is you're kind of at the mercy of the Enderman appearing. Now if you don't see any after a little while, what you can do is you can go a little higher and some things will despawn and other things will spawn, and then maybe you'll get Enderman that way. I'm not seeing them right now. So I might go back down a little bit. Now an interesting thing is when you're using pillars of sand like this, the Enderman will take sand, you will take a block from the bottom and you'll fall down one. But I like it with a falling material because then you know it's happened and you don't end up digging yourself down to an empty space and falling into the attack zone. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower here. Now while we're waiting, I'll talk about these enchantments. So we have, I have a sword here that has a looting enchantment. And I think it's something like a 10% chance at level 30 of an iron sword becoming looting 3, which is what you want. But the problem is this one also has fire aspect. That's going to light the Endermen on fire, and they're gonna run off and not come back, so you're not going to have a chance to kill them with it. So it's actually even more rare to get looting without the fire aspect. But it's all luck, so you just have to give it a try. On this particular game, oop, there's an Enderman right there, and he appears to be too far away for me to attract him. Let me just make sure I don't see any closer. I don't see any closer, so I'm actually going to go after him. So I'm going to take my sword here, and I'll just leave my box up there. Now I don't want to look at him because I don't want to get him mad at me. but I'm going to go in range so that when I do look at him, he'll come. And I'm just going to go up to here and then do my jumping. And now what I want to do is get rid of any mobs that are around. And I can look at him now, and he's going to freak out and come my way. So I'm looking around, I'm not seeing anybody else that's close enough to really give me any problems. So I will dig down. I don't think he's pulled the block out. He may already have a block in his hand. And this is plenty close enough. He can't get at me, but I can get at him. And so let's see, there he is, coming back. And there he dropped the ender pearl. So the first thing you want to do is look around and make sure that you don't have any creepers or anything sneaking up on you. And then I just say grab and run. Oh, is it already daytime? Rough. And then I go back up to where it's safe. And immediately get rid of my, where's my, oh, I only got one ender pearl from him. And oop, there's a creeper. So the pillar's already working for me. I thought I saw, oop, another creeper. I thought I saw a skeleton nearby. Let's get this guy so he doesn't shoot us and knock us off. Alright, so it is daytime. We're probably not going to get any more right now. So I'm just going to leave my box hanging out in the air there. And I'm going to go around and collect a little bit of XP and some items. Now I do have a smite sword with me because, you know, there's still like these creepers hanging out here. And there's some spiders, so you might want to battle those. I wonder if I have cheats enabled. It would be nice to just jump to nighttime again so we can do some more battling. Now one thing is, if it is dark enough during the day, if it's storming, sometimes there will be more things spawning. So I'm going to get up into my safe area again. Let's see if I can make it. I don't have cheats enabled, so that's too bad. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll pause the video until we go through the day cycle, and then I'll come back in just a second when it's nighttime. Alright, we are back. It's nighttime. Digging my way down. I was up pretty high to stay away from all the beasties. And let's see if we can find any endermen around tonight. So, oh, looking for them. Oh, get rid of some of these things. Sometimes if you shoot some of the other creepers or some of the other mobs, you'll have different spawns then. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, let's get him excited. Let's get him over here. I don't see anything too close to me. This guy. Get our sword out. We want the looting sword without the fire aspect. Here we go. And let's get him. Here we go. Die! And there you go. Hooah! Hooah! Very nice. There's an ender pearl. Let's just make sure there's nothing around. Put my sword away. And we'll go grab it and get back up on our pillar. Oh, I got two. Extremely good. I mean, that's not the best that the looting sword can do, but, you know, it's respectable. At least we got one at all. Sometimes I get none. Let's see if we can find any more. Oh, there's one right there. Excellent. Come on over. Get our sword out again. Oh, let's kill this zombie. Oop, I missed. There we go. And, oh, did I light myself on fire? Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. We can deal with this. Just, oh, creeper. Alright, let's get rid of the creeper. Like to try and keep this Enderman in sight if we can. Oh, he's probably going to be behind us. Oh, jeez. Oh, not good. Okay, alright, we're still okay. And hopefully we won't lose any more health. Just gotta keep our eye on him and watch out for any others. Alright, excellent. How many did we get for that? 4! We got 4 ender pearls from that one. Okay. Let's get back up on our pillar and let our health regenerate a little bit. So, I mean, you can screw up like I just did. I think I lit myself on fire because my bow has fire aspect and I got an arrow lodged in the sand. And then, you know, when I dug down, it was like the arrow was in flight and I lit myself on fire. So, not exactly good. I could have used water, but it knocked me off the pillar, and so I didn't want to take the time to do that sort of thing. Alright, what do we got here? We can go back up and see a little bit. You know, sometimes, like I said before, they just pop up, and other times they're scarce. So let's see, looks like dawn is on the way. I might go for a walkabout here and see if I can run any of them down. I don't see any around. Sometimes if you kill other mobs, it frees up the availability, and you'll get some other spawns, but there's really not much around me, which is kind of strange. So yeah, let's grab our swords and go for a run. Kind of like to show you what happens with the fire aspect sword, if I could find another one. Let's go ahead and use a tool. It'll be a little fast. Oh, I gotta actually switch to use the tool here. There we go. We can get our sword. Rough. Well, this probably explains why there's not a ton of examples of killing Endermen. Alright, so I got my looting sword with fire aspect, and let's see if we can find any of them. So, as I said before, the problem with the fire aspect is you can set the Endermen on fire, and if you do, then they're taking damage, and they just kind of, you know, go into full-out running mode because they keep getting damaged. And it took me a while to figure out why this was happening. Now these fire aspect and looting swords are not completely useless because you can take them in and into the nether and go after wither skeletons, and you're much more likely to get a wither skeleton head, which you need to spawn the wither boss, which I've only done once, but I may go ahead and try and collect some more of those heads and make a video of that. I don't know if there's any interest, but I had fun doing it. I was down to half a heart by the time I killed it, so I was a little worried that I was about to die, but I got lucky my first time, I guess. Alright, well, it's daytime, and I don't think we're going to have any more Endermen spawning. I think any minute these skeletons are going to burst into flames. this spider. Die! But, you know, we got 7 ender pearls, and that's not entirely unrespectable. It is a good method of doing this. I mean, sure, it's, you know, I usually like to have at least 20 ender pearls before I go looking for a stronghold, because you need 12 to activate it. But, you know, 7 is good. So that's how I do it. Looting sword without fire aspect. Hope you enjoyed.